meeting to order. Janet, would you please lead us? Today we're going to do this a little different than the agenda. First thing we're going to do is we had a hearing advertised for 6:30 for the highway barn cafe. It's 6:30, so we'll go ahead and do that first. Is there any discussion on the permit or any opposition to giving Barley the liquor license?
No opposition here.
Do I have a motion to,
Motion to renew the license.
okay, do I have a second? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye, motion passes. Okay, roll call. Tim,
Here.
Julie,
Here.
Michelle,
Here.
Judy,
Here.
Jack,
Here.
BJ,
Yes, sir.
Janet,
Here.
and I take it that Dennis isn't here with joint powers. Agenda for November 14th, 2024. I would like to amend it and put under, the first thing under new business, WAM convention. Is there any other changes?
I'll go ahead and make a motion to approve the agenda as amended.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Do I have a motion to pass the minutes from the meeting of October 10th, 2024?
So moved.
I got a motion, do I have a second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye, motion passes. Pay bills.
I'll make a motion to go ahead and pay the bills as seen in front of us.
Yeah, I got a motion to pay the bills, do I have a second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye, motion passes. Clerk treasurer report, Michelle.
As of today, it looks like the general account has $212, $258, and $212,258.72 at the top. Police account, $13,750.12. Community has $60,608.54. Court account has $54,001.14. And the enterprise account has $22,596.29. And then I would just like to congratulate all the council members that won the election.
Court, Janet.
Oh, well, you guys, you'll have the numbers, that I put together for the report. We had court today, it was uneventful. December court is Friday, December 20th. Let's see, I didn't know if we were gonna be able to finalize the court schedule, but we did today, so that's also in your packet, the dates for, next year's court. And then just the Homeland Security grant and the, YDOT grants. And that's all I have.
Thank you, Janet. You wanna do the maintenance, Tim?
Yeah, Howard's been doing all that. He's pretty much getting everything taken care of as far as servicing all the machinery. Been working on cleaning up the shop, we got all the flowers out from out here the other day. He's working right now 4 hours a day, 3 days a week, and pretty much getting her all done and caught up. So I imagine come January, we'll be able to go ahead and lay him off.
So we're in contact with getting this hydrant fixed. Just as soon as we hear, then it'll probably be getting done.
I think we just go ahead and get her done. It's already been submitted months ago to the insurance. They've been dragging their feet. Did we get anything on that, Michelle, yet?
Nope, I tried calling again, still no answer, but the last that I had talked to them is everything was good. So we're really just waiting for the check. I mean, everything's been approved, everything's been good, we're just waiting for the money.
I think, Mr. Mayor, I'll go ahead and get Rattlesnake lined up on that and get that done.
Yeah, okay. Waterboard, Dennis isn't here. BJ? Speak?
That's my walk-up music, you hear that? Sorry about that. Well, I'll write it down, brother. We had a pretty good turnout for the trunk or treat. Actually, it's very well attended with people from all over the community and surrounding communities. I think it went very well. The kids had a good time, and so did Janet and I and the adults too. So just appreciate everybody who helped support that. We did have the highway cleanup, last Thursday. It went good for all 4 of us that showed up, so I appreciate Tim and Gail and Janet for showing up and helping us do that. It was actually a pretty good day and a pretty good walk, so thank you.
The weather was perfect.
Weather was nice, yes. We're thinking about doing that yearly Santa Claus thing. We're thinking about doing that on December 15th. It's a Sunday. Probably do it from, what do we say, 6 to 8, Janet? Or do we do 5 to 7?
5 to 7.
5 to 7. Tentatively, I'll get hold of probably the same people who did Santa and Mrs. Claus last year. I think that went pretty well. The reason why we're doing it kind of early is because I'm leaving on vacation, and I also have like some basketball games I gotta officiate that weekend, so it'll just be better for me to do it on Sunday. So plus, I think families could come on Sunday evening too, probably fine. We would like to get our own Wi-Fi router and secure connection for the police department. I think it would be good just because we have our evidence and our body cameras and all our videos online, so it'd be nice to have them safe. And also, once we go to the e-citation, it'd be good to have our own connectivity and our own router, just because it's going to take a lot of speed and a lot of stuff to download wirelessly from our cars to that system. I don't know what the cost is. Do you have any idea, Jen?
No, I can do some research.
So I just wanted to put that bug in your ear so you can think about it, because I think once we come online with that kind of stuff, with e-citations, they're going to need like our own speed and our own Wi-Fi. Okay. We've been getting lots of dog complaints, and I've been getting dog complaints prices I've been here, so we've been pretty nice about it with barking dogs, with dog at large, I mean, it's not just one complaint or one, it's just, I'm just throwing the whole dog thing out there. We've been pretty generous lately, so from now on, we're just gonna give, if the next dog is out, the next dog is barking, we're gonna go over there, when we witness it, give them a warning, we'll document the warning, then after that warning, we're gonna start writing citations. I think that's pretty fair. Like I said, we've been pretty fair with everybody since day one I've been here. And I think that's, going forward, that's how we're gonna take care of it. I know we have the bond schedule for the dog at large, and the barking dog, I think it's $50 for the first offense, $100 for the second offense, $150 for the third offense. Then if it's any more, then we'll just make it a must appear, and then the judge can set whatever bond she wants. But I just wanted to put that out publicly so everybody knows we're all on the same page, and that's where we're going with the dogs. Since we've lost Officer Coleman, we've had some interest in the position to replace him. We've had Officer Wheeler has been working part-time with us, and everybody knows him, and he's been an officer before. I mean, I would like to bring him back full-time to take Officer Coleman's spot. A, it would be good to have another officer, obviously. B, we need to fill that spot for the grant, so we don't lose that grant or get penalized for that grant. I think the sooner we do it, the better. grant pays for 75% of his wages anyway, so it's not like it's gonna be a big burden cost-wise. If we put him on now, or if we put him on in the spring, I just think it'd be better to get him on now and get him acclimated again and get him used to, used to it. It'd be good for him too, right now, personally for him too, so. I said Josh has been a great officer in the past, he has a great relationship with the community and with the department. He'll be a great team member, and I just wanted to see if you would be interested in hiring back. What's that? Oh, yes, and also, we have the e-citation training coming up sometime between now and then anyways, so it'd be good for him to be here anyways so we can get that training, we can all be on board on the same page. The end.
Thank you. New business, WAM convention, it's coming up the latter part of January. I wanna send him back down to it to advocate for small towns. Do I have a motion to send him to WAM?
So moved.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye, motion carried. Thea, or Chris?
With the election happening there in Basin with Mike Delos getting on, he's no longer going to possibly be doing the water stuff there. Is there anything moving forward with the town doing what they did, what you guys agreed on September, for me to go ahead and get my water license for the town? That way you guys have one here on staff? Or how is that?
That's a good question. And we can probably give you a better answer in the December meeting.
Okay.
The reason I say December is Mike quit joint powers, but he is still taking care of all of these small communities, Manderson, Highfield, Matisse. But it's something that, it sounds good, but let me talk to Mike, and we'll talk to the council and see where we're going on that, and give you a firm answer, December meeting.
Well, I was just wondering, because if he ends up just dropping everything, the town won't have anybody there, and I'm willing to go ahead and
Yeah.
do all the stuff.
If he drops on us, he'll be the first one that gets called. Fair enough?
And I would like to talk about the water bills. Haven't got one yet, but I did notice that for the past few months that they are not being processed through the Casper facility. I remember at the beginning of the year that was brought up as a concern, and I was just wondering if the council had contacted the post office to make sure that the mail is being handled properly.
Can I answer that? I've talked to James at the post office, and I think you need to deal with the post office, because I was told that he can do that, he told me himself. So I think that's a problem with the post office, don't you?
Well,
I just take it to the post office and give it to him, so I have nothing to do with that either. Right, and this was something that was before you, the council did bring it up several times, that it was a concern, and you brought it up to me, the council brought it up to me at the time, that it was a concern. And so, if it was a concern, then I just wanted to make sure that the council was aware that they were not being processed, once again, the same way that you wanted it to be. And to make sure that you guys were equally treating people the same. And I just wanted to bring that to your attention.
and we can talk to the post office, but probably as well as dealing with the government, a small town like this will probably laugh at us, but it's a good idea to talk to them. Maybe we could, email people's water bills that would like it to be emailed. One way of getting it faster.
Can I say something?
Sure.
Alright, the water bills are a little late this month. Randy did get them to me a couple days later. Plus we had, elections this month, and then we had court this month, so I haven't worked as many days as normal this month, and then I've been sick and my kids, and so they have not been out yet. So if anyone wants them after the meeting, I am more than happy to, give them to you, otherwise they will be sent out tomorrow. But I just wanna let you know, that's why this month's bills are just a little late, just with everything going on this month. And I do wanna address,
People call me and I refer them to you.
Yeah, and that's the way it should be.
I
Go
do
ahead,
want to
Thea.
address Councilwoman Judy's comment about how she talked to Jim about the bills, about how he was allowed to do that. You were told that back in March when it was brought up as a concern, and you guys still insisted that they be processed properly. So I don't feel like that's much of an excuse for the council to unequally enforce expectations.
So I guess I'm not understanding what's unequally, how are we not equally,
Because at the beginning of the year, it was brought to the town that water bills were not coming in, some people were missing their water bills, and there was a concern about bills not being handled properly at the post office, which I was then pointed at and directly accused of not handling the mail properly. At which point, I did address that it was trained that the bills that come from here could be postmarked at the post office here and put directly into post boxes, not ones that are sent out of town. But it was brought up 3 months in a row. So then I began sending them straight to Casper, and I did not postmark them anymore, and the complaints more or less stopped at the meetings. But then I stepped away from the post office, and they are once again being postmarked there, and I was just making sure you guys were aware that the concern you had at the beginning of the year is once more happening. You had no problems directing me to have them processed properly, so I don't understand or see why you should have a problem directing Jim to please process them properly.
They're not directing him, I asked him about it. I would rather him take that at the post office and put it in my box than have it go to Casper. How much gets lost going to Casper and back? And he told me through Rhonda that they could do it. And Deanne works at the post office and she knows too.
And
And
I do.
that's what I was told, and I'm just leaving it at that.
if I'm not mistaken, I think they've gotta go through Casper.
Well, then we got a problem at our post
Do
office.
they or don't they?
Yes and no. It's, it's a,
Yeah.
So it's no
it's up to
longer
the postmaster.
so it's no longer a concern.
So it's up to the postmaster, so I'll have to go through the gal in Rhonda in Basin to see if she'll do it.
So I just want to
Yeah.
just make sure it's clear that
Right,
it is no longer a concern for the council, that the mail is no longer being processed through Casper.
yeah.
Are you not getting your bill? Is that the problem? I mean, I'm getting my bill every month.
If you want me to talk. I haven't gotten mine.
No, she just said that.
Right, yeah, she has a son.
So Deanne will talk to Rhonda and see if James can put them directly into the post box, and if he can, if she said yes, that's the way it'll be done.
So how many people in the audience would like to have their bills emailed versus sent? I mean, would that be something that would help the town, or is that something that, I mean, what does the public think on that?
I personally don't care, but there are a lot of older people that don't even have access.
Exactly.
You've gotta think about that.
Including me.
Ron?
Yes,
So one thing to think about also, I worked at the post office years ago. And one of the concerns with having them just postmarked here and put in the boxes is that the local post office in Manderson here doesn't get credit for that mail. In other
Yeah.
words, nobody sees that there's 100 or so pieces of mail coming through the post office. And so it can really have an impact when they're looking at what post offices to close or cut back hours on.
right,
So
and
that's something that, that's something to consider.
ours is pretty close to being cut back to 2, so
This
you're
post office-
exactly right.
This post office is as low as they can go without closing it down. And it does not make a profit.
Okay, I guess we'll see if we can just have them deposited directly. I don't think we need a vote on that. Thank you, Thea. And thank you, Chris. Okay, we got the, Ron Miller, JoAnn Deringer. It's just a renewal on their building permit. It's the same permit, but they want, or she wants to renew it for another year. Do I have a motion to renew that building permit?
So moved.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Mayor comments, none. Oh, yes, I do have, we are going to have a special meeting next Thursday at 6:30, and the public's welcome to attend, but it's just for the council. We're going to be discussing finances, so we will not be taking questions or be interrupted through the meeting. And that is next Thursday at 6:30. Okay, public comments.
So I have one.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
Shoot.
So,
You gonna tell her how to vote too?
could I have clarification, BJ? You said that you would be issuing citations if you notice the dogs out at large. But most of them are out at night when you're not here. So, are you gonna be issuing citations if people complain?
Well, if we get a complaint form, what we'll do on the citation is put your name, like if you came to me and complained, say, hey, this dog was out. So I give you a complaint form, you can fill it out, you need to be as specific as you can. Then I'd put you down as a complainant, and then you'd have to appear in court to testify to the judge that the dog was out. So I said that just to alleviate that step, because I know the dogs are out and they bark at night, and they're also out during the day, so it's just easier for us to witness it and to write the citation. That way it leaves you out of there, and then we can go to the court and testify, but if you wanna fill out a complaint and testify, I mean, that's fine too. You just have to make sure you're there on the date that it goes to trial.
Okay.
Any
Just
other,
asking for clarification, so, okay.
any other
And that
comments?
cleared mud, right?
No, I got it.
Executive session, I don't think there's no need for executive session tonight. Is there any comments? Seeing as there's none, we'll adjourn.
No, there is council comments.
Oh, council comments.
Don't assume.
I'm gonna assume what I want.
He was asked about a Christmas party. Do we wanna have that, or do we just wanna do a chili feed, or,
Has to do something.
Like a community one, or a town council, or a town employee one, or are we talking?
well, it's usually council and all the people, but I think it would be nice to do a community chili feed or something like that in a carry-in. I think that would be nice to do. And I would like to make it a public event.
How about on the 15th of December?
That's what I was trying to get at, is he just had the party and here you wanna have another one.
Well, we
It's not
always,
like going to the bar and get drunk every other night.
well, hell,
Let's
it's
accomplish, that way you'll have more in your crowd.
There you go.
Well, we could do that too, that would be good. I think that's a great idea, Jack, instead of having two of them, let's just make it a community event till midnight.
You're a part of the party there.
There you go.
So what do we wanna do?
When's yours, BJ, the 15th?
December 15th.
From 5 to 7,
Right.
so don't screw up my Santa Claus.
Are you Santa Claus?
I'm not good. I'm not that jolly, bro.
Well, I would suggest that we just go ahead and do a,
combine it?
Yeah, just combine it and, you know, if the town will buy the beans and the hamburger for the chili, I could do the chili and then bring in a carry-in dish and just do it the same night, and that way we get us done and over. I like that idea, Jack.
Well, you better step on his toes, maybe he's already got beans ordered.
Well, he might have, I'll tell you what.
You better,
I got plenty of gas.
Are you
no
sure?
comment.
Have you checked the tank lately?
It's just a little under half. I need some more. Beans.
So is chili feed okay with everybody?
I'm good with it.
Do I have a motion that
Go
the
ahead.
town put a chili feed on the 15th when Santa Claus and the kids will be here?
Before you get done with it, amend it to that it goes with, because he's the one that started this, is that the way it worded? So you don't have to amend it,
Want to start with that
you
one?
combine the police force Christmas party with the town Christmas party. Is that the way you want to do it?
Everything.
I'm just asking, that way,
Yeah,
because you're encompassing both parties.
yeah, no, the chili feed will be the same night
Yes.
that the Santa Claus.
Y'all play nice together and get along?
Nice, wouldn't it?
What'd you say, BJ?
Get along and not talk smack and, you know.
I'll go ahead and make the motion to combine.
Hang on. Dale?
Well, you probably should say whether it's gonna be before or after, but most likely after Santa Claus, wouldn't you say? Or would you want it before?
Or during?
I can't be here any earlier than that, Bryce. We're doing Santa from 5 to 7, so.
So we'll do a chili feed from 5 to 7.
Yeah,
We kinda did that last
It
time.
seems like there's gonna be too much going on to be able to eat Santa Claus kids and.
Well, I don't know, Santa Claus gets busy, he can have a kid on his lap and another kid can be eating chili over
You
here.
know, let's extend the council party part by like an hour, so the council's here, the town's party extends like an hour past Santa.
Like 6 to 8?
Yeah,
yeah, we can do that too.
just kind of,
Or, you know, have whoever's coming in just eat when they wanna eat, you know? We'll have it all ready if, I think we just start the feed at 5 o'clock and shut her down at 8 o'clock.
No.
You gotta,
Make it, let Santa do his thing almost, and then when he's kinda toward it, halfway through it, then people can come in and eat that aren't with kids and Santa, so you kinda have both of them going at the same time, so.
We
they
can do
kinda-
Santa like from 5 to 6:30, and you guys can eat like at 6 or 6:30 to whenever
Yeah,
the troughs, you know.
cause I think that's kinda what we did last time, something like that.
I
Santa
wasn't
was,
here last time. I was
well,
on a ship in the middle of the Caribbean.
yeah, so anyway, this is,
Okay, are we going to have a chili feed number 1? And then we can decide when they can eat or if they can, or.
There's people gonna come in at 5 o'clock with their kids, so we don't want them sitting around waiting to eat till 6:30, 7 o'clock. So why don't we just have it ready at 5 o'clock and,
Setting over here.
All at the same time.
yeah,
like we did before.
Yep.
So that's 5 to 8.
yeah, that'd be fine.
Clean up at 8 if everyone's gone before that.
And
Okay.
instead of making this so difficult, I'll go ahead and make a motion to have the Christmas party in conjunction with the police department's Santa Claus. And we'll have the food ready at 5, and whenever they wanna eat, they eat, they can leave. So I'll make that motion. And anybody that wants to bring side dishes, you're more than welcome to bring side dishes.
Do I have a second?
I'll second it.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye, motion passes. Any more council comments? Next meeting will be next Thursday at 6:30, special meeting. Do I have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second.